Every second, the world changes, markets rise, leaders speak, stories unfold. To keep up, you don't just need news, you need clarity, you need speed, you need perspective.
That's why Aneke TV brings you the global pulse. Accurate, reliable, right when it matters most. Aneke TV, move with the world.
There are two types of kola nut produced in Nigeria: kola nitida, otherwise called gworo, and widely eaten in northern part of Nigeria. Kola acuminata, also referred to as Igbo kola, is of local origin and occupies an important position in social, religious, and sacred ceremonies in Igbo society. It is seen as a vital and sacred fruit in Igbo land and serves as the major instrument of prayers connecting the ancestors. It cements discussions and also the fundamental bedrock of philosophy and proverbs. It is a symbol of welcome, unity, and peace. If kola nut contains one cotyledon, it is regarded as dump kola nut and thrown away. Kola nut with 4 cotyledons represents the 4 Igbo market days: Eke, Orie, Afo, and Nkwo. If kola nut contains more than 6 cotyledons, it signifies blessings and wealth, and it is celebrated. There is also another type of Igbo kola nut called Ojugo, which is referred to as the king of Igbo kola. The reproductive organ of the kola nut is referred to as the tongue, and it is removed after prayers and thrown to the spirit of the ancestors.
Ojo kwami heja gondo ndo ana toka onya na ana nke nya no na wo iba ya dino ogoro gondo aruke no do ma yeje ne ndo anya na onye ngori yeje ne ndo anya me rufuta muri ya imana na nsogbu ya olisebu wa na ekemeri chukwu okike onye ogologo ndụ na ogologo anya na-ahụ udo na ọchịchị anyị na-ekene na-ekene maka tata na-ayọ maka echi maka na ọsọ maka na-eme echi anya mara na anyị adịka echi na echi anaghị agwụ agwụgwụ na ihe ya adịrị anyị mma ndị be anya onwekwana ihe ọzọ na anyị enye ndị ichie dipụtara anyị na-ere nke
My name is Dr. Emmanuel Ihechi Asonye. I am the CEO of Omenka App LLC. I created Omenka App for the preservation of Igbo language and culture. Omenka App was established in New Mexico, and it is headquartered in Albuquerque, but currently we are also being registered in Nigeria. We have a website. We are also on social media, because my app is primarily for the Igbo community. In 2006, something significant happened among the Igbo community. UNESCO predicted that Igbo language was going to go into extinction, and that was because Igbo people are one of the most traveled people in the whole world. So the more children are born outside of Igbo land, the more they get disconnected. The app is on iOS, it's also on Android. Access the website and download the app from there. And over 2,000 people are using the app right now. But there's an app that will teach you about Igbo culture, Igbo people. We have Igbo poems, we have riddles and jokes, we have Igbo proverbs, then we have the word section where you are going to search Igbo words. Whatever word that you can find in English, you want to make sure it is found in the app in Igbo language. And I encourage everybody from their communities, you can do what we're doing in Omenka app with your own language and with your own culture. Do not allow your culture or your language to die.
Need ad replacements, coverage for events, or the latest news stories? Call 070-3043-7110 right now. Aneke TV, move with the world.
On the foreign scene, President Donald Trump signals possible military action amid stalled nuclear talks. On business, gas supply shortfall disrupts national grid operations. Now the news in details. President Bola Tinubu has urged the House of Representatives to fast-track constitutional amendments for the establishment of state police across the country. The president made a call during an interfaith iftar dinner with members of the Green Chamber in Abuja, stressing that security challenges require localized responses backed by constitutional safeguard. He maintained that while security is fundamentally local, any decentralized policing system must include strict checks and balances to prevent abuse by state authorities. The president referenced experiences from the First Republic when regional security outfits were allegedly used to suppress political opposition. The president noted that a centralized policing structure is increasingly overstretched in addressing banditry, kidnapping and insurgency affecting forests and rural communities nationwide. He emphasized that constitutional amendments for state police would require a two-thirds majority in both chambers of the National Assembly and approval by at least 24 state houses of assembly. President Tinubu also commended lawmakers for supporting his administration's economic reform, including fuel subsidy removal and the floating of the naira. He expressed optimism that ongoing reforms are repositioning the country towards sustainable growth as the National Assembly prepares to resume plenary in March. The Anambra State government has demolished the shrine of popular native Dr. Chidozie Nwangu, also known as Akwokuko Tiwaraki, following a ruling of the State High Court in Oka. The demolition took place in Oba after the court sentenced Nwangu to 11 months imprisonment. Justice Jude Obiora convicted Nwangu on charges relating to money rituals and the preparation of charms linked to criminal activities. The initial 2-year sentence was reduced to 11 months, taking into account the 13 months already spent in detention. Operatives of the state's Agonet Chamber security outfit carried out the court-ordered demolition, removing ritual objects and dismantling structures at the site before setting the remains ablaze. The action is in line with Anambra State Homeland Security law aimed at curbing criminal activities linked to ritual practices. The court further directed that upon release, the convict will serve as an ambassador for youth reorientation by publicly denouncing ritualism on his social media platforms. He is to serve his term at the Orca Correctional Center. Operatives of the Enugu State Police Command have arrested 4 male suspects in separate intelligence-led operations and recovered 3 stolen vehicles linked to criminal activities in Enugu and Anambra states. On 26 February 2026, operatives attached to the Central Police Station